Welcome back to this video tutorial. In the last video, what we did is to set up the built-in authentication and the registration of the Laravel application. So right now, like I said in the previous video, we're going to create some views here. But I think for now, we need to complete some needs that we were going to use in our development, which is the coding one. So for now, I'm going to add some links here, which is redirect to some pages of tags, categories, and articles. And then after that, we are going to set up the controllers, the models, the views structure, and then the after the views, and then the route file, of course, so that it has been mapped with the controller. And then after that, we can do a CRUD based on the links here, which is the CRUD for tag, the CRUD for article, the CRUD for categories. So let's start by creating the links here in the headers. So just follow what I'm doing. And as you see, this is very basic. I'm just copying some HTML codes and just replacing some names here, and then categories here, tags, and here we are going to create a route later with naming of the article, and this one is the category namespace route namespace of tag. So it will generate an error here because we don't generate route path regarding these namespaces in the route. So we're going to create that. It's very simple. So here we have article, category, tag. So I already did. As you can see, it has now error, and you can see at the link here. It is a tag. As you can see, there's a link right, that black test slash tag, and black test slash category, and black test slash article. So we have now our correct link, but we don't have yet the controller for each purpose. So we need to create a controller something like this one, because right now we only have this controller, but I just created that before. So when you want to create that on your own, you just need to create to use the PHP artisan, which is PHP artisan make controller, and then the name of the controller, for example tag controller, and then just put resource, so that you have the built-in functions of that for the CRUD to be ready. So it's just the same. You just need to run that 3 times with this naming. So for me, I create the tag controller, which generate this controller, as you see here, and then I also ran this as to generate the category controller and the article controller. So that's it. So now we generate the tag controller. So here, so when I put here, as you can see, we have a tag. So dashboard, it has now pointed to the home controller, so I can now change that to tag controller, the same as the other one. We just need to change this to category, and this one to article. So here we are going to create a view for this specific controller, which is pointed into the index here. So here I already pointed to return a view for a folder tag, and inside that folder we have a tag PHP file. So let's create that. So here we are going to create tag, and also for the article, and also for the category. And inside the tag we have the tag.blade.php, and inside the category we have category.blade.php, and in the article we should also have article.blade.php. So we have it now. So when I navigate it now to the tag, you see it's blank because the HTML file doesn't have any HTML element that I put here. But if I put something, any text of that, you can see um, that it should place that for now. So oh no, I put the wrong one, so it should be the tag that blade.php. So I need to refresh PHP, sorry, PHP artisan view clear. Okay, oh, that's working. Maybe return view tag and then the blade. Oh, tag here. Oh, it's the index. It's because, oops, I think I put the wrong one. That's the reason. This should be the article, so that's what we missed. So now you see what I put here. I mean here. So what we're going to do is just to copy the code from the home, and we can just modify that to the layout that we need. For example, here list of tags, and then we want to make it a little bit longer than 8. So for this one we should use that at the top here. For example, that we successfully inserted the data, it should be like that. So it refresh show list of tags, as you see, and here you should see also the list of the tags that we're going to insert later. So for now we're going to add some button here. So let's put some a class btn info, and then a href is we're going to add a route. This route is not yet present, but we will put that later. So here we should create tag create, and then we should say add tag. Oops, so like I said, the tag create namespace not yet created in the route, so we should put it. So UI here, tag create, so this one is get, this one is create, and this one is create. And of course we have also some pulls of that. We just need to create that, and then this one is store, which is navigate to the store functionality. We should also put the edit and destroy. Edit. This one is show. This one should be the update. This one should be the destroy. Should leave a delete here, so that should be and this one delete, this one edit, and then we should not forget to add the id parameter that we're going to update and delete. So now we have this one should get, this one should be post, this one should also get only. Okay, we have now a complete route, so it should work. So now when I navigate this, I should have also a view file of a create inside the tag folder. So let's create that. So it's here, and then we can just create that blade HP, and then inside that I'm going to use this one, paste that only, add tag form, and then in the body we should have a form action, and then the method is post. So we have now the action. It's in the create route, tag create, and then the method is post, and we should not forget the CSRF token, which is provided by Laravel. And then after that, we need to put the input here. We just div that form group class. Inside that we should add a label, or title, and of course an input type, text, name is title, placeholder is title. So that's it. So and then so we have that one, and then we should also add a this one should be not input, it should be text area. In the description, and we don't need the ID here, we don't need the rows, we just need the normal, just need to add the placeholder. Description. So I think that's the thing that we have, and also of course a button to submit. Button type submit class btn save primary, and then the text is save, then close it. So let's see. So now we have a basic form input that can be submitted and save the input that we are going to add to put that. So we should add a class here so that it will look good for bootstrap. Form control, the same with the text area. So let's check. So we have now. So what we're going to do now is to create tables like this one. So I already created, but I will now delete that. So I'm going to delete that now, but I will want to delete directly to the database because Laravel has a functionalities to revert the migration, which is with just a few syntax. So php artisan migrate. For you guys, you don't need to do the migration rollback because you haven't have a table yet. It's just for me, don't follow this. So here, as you can see, because I already created that, so I roll back so that it doesn't have yet. So now you can do and follow my what I'm doing in the video. So of course we want to create those tables that I brought back earlier. So to create that, of course, we need to have a migration file, which is you will see here at the database folder migrations. And to create that, you just need to type this command, this one. You just need to type that. For me, I already typed that, so I have it, but I'm going to delete that for now, so that we are going to do that in this video. So let's do it. So you just need to type php artisan make migration, create tags table, and with a parameter of create. So it has now, as you see here, it has a tag, so we can now put some fields in that. For example, string, and this one is text, this one is description, and the other one is title with the maximum length of 255 characters. So once you've done that, you can also do the this kind of things into the category. So to do that, I will just copy the same of what you have and just paste and just change this name to categories. So for me, I put that again, so it has now. So we just, for categories, we just we have the same fields, its title and then the description. So we have it now. For the article, it's not the same. Articles, because in the articles, once we have that, no, we should add an s here, plural, and I can delete this one. So here we should have a title, of course, but we don't need the description. It should be named as body. Body for this is log, which is unique. Also this one is unique, and then the category, table, big integer category id, and then the tag id. So we have now some linkage for category and the tag id, so that's good. So we already have this schema to create, so what we are going to do is just to apply that via PHP Artisan. It will have the creation of the tables here at our database. So let's do that. PHP Artisan migrate. So as you can see, it's created in the console, and let's double check that in the database. So as you can see, it's like magic. We have article, table, categories, and the tag. So we can now proceed the insertion of the insertion functionality. Okay, so let's do it. So in the create form, we don't need this one. We can move this here, and we can let this say that back button, so it can back to tag, something like that, to the list. So okay, so what we're going to do now is to have a functionality in tag controller to save this. So here I have I already created the functionality, which is I have used the parameter request request namespace, which is built in from Laravel. I use that, and it will this one is you getting the request post from the form. So what I'm gonna do is to filter the input, which is the title and the description. So I just these few lines of codes, and then I add some validation that if this title and description is no value, it will not going to save. and it has also some validation that if this title has exceed the characters from 255 characters, it will not going to save, so it will stop here, and it will not proceed to the save. But if the requirements validation has been met, so it should save as expected, and it will redirect back to the list of tags, and we should have received something like in the front end side, a let's say a notification that the data has been inserted successfully. So let's test. So test and test description. So let's try that. Oops. So I think there is something error. So let's look at the create. So here at CSRF, so we have wrong spelling. It should be CSRF. So let's try it now. Let's try again. Title 1, description 1. So save. So as you can see, it was saved, successfully inserted, and we can verify that if it's successfully inserted. We can see it here, tags. As you can see, it is successfully inserted with the timestamp that it where it has been inserted at the time. So you can see that here. So for now, that's a good one. So we have a functionality in the tag that can insert the input that we want to put here. So the next step that we're going to do is to have a let's say a view of the one that we've inserted before, which is when we go back, we should see the list of the tags that has been inserted, and we have some buttons here like edit or review, and then once you edit, you are also have to edit the tag that you have been inserted. So that's it, the next step. And after that, we do the same with the categories and article. So stay tuned in the next video when we'll do that. Okay, thanks.